going on, everybody? So we're doing early best actor and actress kind of predictions. So I'm basically doing the same thing I did with my best picture videos where I'm separating it into different tiers. In this case, it'll only be 2 because I am limiting it to 15 best actor, 15 best actress, and that's it. And before we start, let me know in the comments what you're predicting as well, because I want to know, because I care. Thank you. Once again, it really makes no difference between tier 1, tier 2. You know, this is just off the top of the head, so don't take these too seriously. Let's just get started with Best Actor, tier 1, Hugh Jackman. As I've mentioned before, and if you follow me on Twitter, which if not, you should, link in the description, I basically said I will have Hugh Jackman at number 1 for Best Actor until proven otherwise. And I still feel no reason to do any different. While this is split into tiers, I would pretty much be lying if I said Hugh Jackman wouldn't be my number 1 pick, because he is. I don't want to repeat myself too much, but you know, The Son, based off a play by Florian Zeller, again, who did The Father. I've heard it's even more of a masterpiece. He has a big role, and he's really at the core of it. So I'm expecting some tears. I think he'll deliver. And it just came out that it'll be released in October. Don't know when in October, but it'll be released in October. So I know The Father was really hard to get your hands on, you know, if you weren't like in the film festival or anything like that. This one seems to be easier. We'll see it in October. I can't fucking wait. Coleman Domingo. Once again, I don't mean to repeat myself, but he's playing a gay civil rights activist named Bayard Rustin. It's directed by George C. Wolfe, who directed Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, which got Viola Davis and Chadwick Boseman both lead actor nominations. A lot of people are writing really high on Coleman Domingo, and honestly, I can see it. It's just personally, I feel like The Son has more broad Oscar appeal than Rustin. I feel like The Son might just be a better movie than Rustin. Obviously, I don't know. This is just gut feeling. I feel like The Son might be a better movie overall than Rustin, just based off who's attached. But I mean, Coleman Domingo is a very serious threat, and you should take him seriously. Leonardo DiCaprio. So I'm actually re-recording this video because my footage got deleted, but it's actually kind of a blessing low-key because a lot of things have happened since I last recorded that. One being, I did have Jesse Plemons here, but Variety reported that Leonardo DiCaprio will be placed in lead and Jesse Plemons will be in supporting. So because of that, switch it up. Leo, tier 1. I really don't think I have to explain this one that much. Martin Scorsese, Killers of the Flower Moon, is going to be one of the biggest Oscar contenders, at least as of now. And he's fucking Leonardo DiCaprio. Let's just move on. Brendan Fraser, The Whale. As I've stated before, I'm a little iffy on The Whale overall as a movie. I don't know exactly how embraced it'll be. Having said that, I'm very excited for this one. I cannot wait. And Brendan Fraser is certainly will be in the conversation. Once again, I hope he doesn't get left out. I hope this isn't like an Ethan Hawke First Reformed, Adam Sandler Uncut Gems type of deal. You know, some people are saying this is more of in the vein of The Wrestler, which is good. And if that is the case, then he will be a very serious threat. It's just I'm kind of playing it cautious with The Whale. Just Darren Aronofsky just continues to throw me off with his films. So I'm just keeping it here. Tier 1. Good for him. Viggo Mortensen. So obviously this is speculation. I don't know any of the placements. I'm just speculating based off of the actual real life story of the Thai soccer team that was trapped in a cave and based off of The Rescue, which is the documentary that came out. Very good fucking documentary. He's playing Richard Stanton, and honestly, you could argue that the leads of like, you know, The Rescue, if I'm trying to look at it that way, is Richard Stanton and John something, sorry. And Viggo Mortensen is playing Richard. So if I had to guess who gets placed in lead, I would say Viggo Mortensen. Colin Farrell is playing John, who is the other, probably the closest person to lead that you can get. I don't think they would do co-leads here. I mean, I just feel like that's just a death in the nail for, you know, your nomination chances. So if they had to pick, I think they would definitely go with Viggo Mortensen. I mean, he certainly seems like more of the lead one, and he's been nominated plenty of times before. So I think it'll happen. I cannot wait for this movie, honestly. Christian Bale. So we kind of have more of a plot description now. It's in the 1930s. 3 friends witness a murder, become suspects themselves, and uncover one of the most outrageous plots in American history. Now, that is a pretty good fucking synopsis, if I gotta say so myself. The cast is insane. It stars half of Hollywood. And I think Christian Bale is one of the leads. And David O. Russell, for whatever you can say about him, his movies usually just get Oscar nominations, and it is Christian Bale, so this just feels like he has to be taken very seriously. So unless Canterbury Glass flops, which, you know, is certainly possible, I'm going to have him in here just because. Michael Fassbender. So this actually test screened maybe like a few days ago as of when I'm recording. And I've heard a few different things from multiple people that it's pretty good. Honestly, I don't doubt that this one would be good, you know. That makes me very happy to hear that. But I hear Michael Fassbender in particular is very good, and he has some good monologues, and he's kind of going crazy, and he's also emotional. It's a feel-good movie. All the packaging together for something good. You know, I can't wait for this. This was on my most anticipated from like 2 years ago when I thought it was coming out. It seems to actually be coming out this year because they did test screen it. Then yeah, Michael Fassbender is absolutely a fucking contender. What? And lastly, in tier 1, Austin Butler, Elvis. I think Warner Brothers has very good confidence. I don't know in the movie, but in Austin Butler, because, you know, he is cast now in Dune Part 2, and I've heard pretty great things about Austin Butler and Elvis so far. Honestly, I don't really doubt it because the trailer, at least from himself, it looks like he's giving a hell of a performance. I'm very excited to see it, kind of. Personally, for me, it's just a matter of how the movie is overall. Not that that necessarily hinders one's chances of a nomination, but it can only help. And Baz Luhrmann makes some weird movies sometimes, and some people just cannot get on the vibe with Baz Luhrmann. I don't know what Tom Hanks is doing, but in terms of actor, Austin Butler, tier 1. All right, let's move on to tier 2 now. Diego Calva, Babylon. By all means, he is the lead of the movie. I don't know if it's a co-lead with him and Margot Robbie, but he is not supporting. He is lead. This is kind of one of those deals where Babylon is such a big contender that almost everything under it will kind of be in the conversation for awards, and that goes the same with Diego Calva. I've not seen his work, at least I don't think, but I've no doubt that he'll be really fucking good because Damien Chazelle trusts him. Therefore, I trust him. So this will be fucking good, I think. Daniel Cacho. This is Alejandro Iñárritu's new movie, Bardo. Not a lot is known about this, but what we do know is, like I've said before, Iñárritu's movies get Oscar nominations. They just do. We have to take this seriously, and that's what I'm fucking doing. Him and the lead, which we'll get to later, they're in here, tier 2. Michael Fassbender, the killer. Don't know if this is even coming out, but it's David Fincher. He's playing a serial killer. Not David Fincher, Michael Fassbender. Fincher might be a serial killer in real life. I don't fucking know. This is just too much in Fincher's bag. I think this movie is going to be fucking excellent. I love David Fincher. I don't know if this is coming out, but honestly, I don't really see this getting much Oscar nominations, but like this one is just for me. Like I'm putting him here for me because I want this so bad. So, you know, it'll be fucking good. It'll be great. He'll be awesome. Michael Fassbender as a serial killer makes too much sense for some reason. I don't know why. Adam Driver, White Noise. This is another movie that is really hard for me to pinpoint exactly what nominations it could get. I have not read the book, but I've heard that is kind of deemed almost unadaptable and very weird, but it's Noah Baumbach. Adam Driver does not exactly just pick random shit for movies, you know? He usually picks some good, interesting shit. The cast is great. It's just one of those deals. I don't really know, but I'm going to have him in here because he's Adam Driver. It almost seems like whatever movie Adam Driver's in, you should like kind of have in the back of your mind for potential Oscars. Song Kang-ho. Broker, from the director of Shoplifters. The trailer came out and looked fucking beautiful. I damn near cried. And I don't know if he's the lead, but I'm putting him here anyway because he is the biggest name, at least to the Academy and to most American audiences. He's just never bad. I mean, he's just better than like 95% of like Hollywood actors, honestly. Like he should be up there with like the fucking greats, but whatever. I think this movie's gonna be great. I cannot wait, and I know he'll be amazing. So who knows? Eddie Redmayne, the good nurse. He's basically playing a serial killer nurse. So once again, I don't know why serial killers and the Academy kind of don't go well together. I mean, you know what I mean. Eddie Redmayne hasn't been nominated in a while, even though he is an Oscar winner. And I don't know how good this movie is gonna be, but I mean, I'm kind of putting him on here because some of the pieces are there. You know, some of the pieces are there. Jessica Chastain. So we'll see. And lastly, I'm only doing 15, so sorry if someone is really on your radar that isn't here. You know, I'll get to them eventually. Joaquin Phoenix, Disappointment Boulevard. Ari Aster's new movie. I'm not really expecting much. Having said that, I hear that it could be different enough to where maybe this is actually it. I doubt it, but once again, just the fact that it's Joaquin Phoenix alone, I'm having on the 15. Once again, it's kind of for myself. And those are your best actor contenders, at least for me, in the 15. Next month or whenever I decide to do these again, I'll probably make some changes. Let's move to Best Actress. Tier 1, Margot Robbie. Test screenings for Babylon came out. Not only did they say the movie was a masterpiece, but they said Margot Robbie will be a surefire contender for Best Actress. And of course she is. Of course she is. This makes too much sense. This is the role that was going to be played by Emma Stone before she had to drop out. Margot Robbie comes in. Fucking good alternative right there. And I can't wait. I can't wait for what she's going to do. I don't know what she's going to do. But whatever I know she's going to do, it's going to be fire. I don't need to say much about this one. This should be in everyone's top 5 at least. Michelle Yeoh, Everything Everywhere All at Once. Once again, I'm taking this seriously. I'm taking this very seriously. I'm not bullshitting anything, you know? This absolutely should happen. I mean, it is tough to say because it is late April right now. This movie really should get so much, and I am concerned that it won't get anything. If that does happen, I won't be a part of it because I'm taking it very seriously. Michelle Yeoh is fucking amazing. Cast is really amazing, and we'll talk about Ki Ha Kwan when we get to supporting whenever I do that video. But Michelle Yeoh absolutely should be taken seriously. She is in tier 1. I will put some respect on her name. It is time to recognize her properly. Let's do it. Let's do it, Academy. There's nothing left to decide. Olivia Colman, Empire of Light. Sam Mendes, Olivia Colman, the new Meryl Streep. She is good in everything. She might be the best actress working alive right now. She probably is, in my opinion. Move on. Danielle DEADWYLER, Till. She's playing Emmett Till's mother, and I don't know what more you need after that. I'm interested to see just how big of a movie this actually is. I know Variety is taking it pretty seriously. I have some reservations about it. I mean, I don't know, with something like that, I don't know exactly how well the Academy will embrace it. This should be a surefire thing on paper, but then again, you could say the same thing about like Selma. Selma should have made a lot of sense on paper, and then it didn't get much. But you know, I have some confidence in it. I think it'll be good. I like the cast. I'm very interested in it, and I think Danielle DEADWYLER will be amazing. Carey Mulligan, 2 investigative journalists who broke the Harvey Weinstein story. Once again, don't know placements. I'm just assuming they put Carey Mulligan in lead. Carey Mulligan, what should be an already Oscar winner, at least in my mind, kind of. Maybe she'll get it for Maestro. Maybe it's this year. I don't fucking know. This movie also is kind of hard to pinpoint exactly what it'll do, but Carey Mulligan, to me, gotta be in there. Tier 1. Nothing more to be said. Naomi Ackie. So this movie is coming out in December now, and the poster came out. The poster does not look good. I've seen a lot of people say it looks like a Lifetime original movie, which fair. However, with singer biopics, the movie doesn't need to be great. It has a December release date, which is pretty good. And honestly, she will be nominated for SAG for this. So you could say the same with Austin Butler. Like, this is just, or it's already done. And I have no doubt she'll be good. It really is just a matter of how the movie be embraced. But you know, this movie might just come and go. Like, I really don't know. Cate Blanchett, Tar. Todd Field Returns After Little Children, which came out, I think, in 2006. So it's been a really long time. Cate Blanchett is playing a composer, or at least well-renowned musician. I'm a little unfamiliar. I believe it's kind of in the vein of a biopic, so I guess in a way that helps. And it is Cate Blanchett. I mean, she got a SAG nomination for Nightmare Alley. So it's Cate Blanchett. Like, once again, with a lot of these, there's not much to say because we don't know a lot. It's just the pieces are all there. Let's just move to tier 2. Viola Davis, The Woman King. So Sony actually talked about this at CinemaCon. They said it is pretty much their Oscar player for this year. So they definitely have confidence behind it, and the pictures are pretty impressive. I mean, they're pictures, so you can't take that much away from it, but nonetheless, it's kind of hard to not look at this and be like, well, she's out of the picture. Like, she's definitely in there. It's just, you know, I'm trying to not, I don't want to put like 12 people in tier 1 and then 3 in tier 2, so I'm trying to split it up a little bit. Regina King, Shirley. So this is a movie about Shirley Chisholm, who is America's first black congresswoman, who is obviously being played by Regina King. Once again, you can take that synopsis, you can take the picture I have right there. I think this is going to be a player for sure. At least it'll hover in the conversation. Like, we're gearing up for some good performances, I think. I think this year's award slate will just be infinitely better than last year's. So we'll see, though. Laura Dern, The Sun. This one, I don't even know if anything will be put in lead actress between her or Vanessa Kirby. I'm just kind of assuming. And once again, if I believe The Sun is a big contender, which I kind of do, then I'm just kind of putting her in here. I don't know if she'll actually be there when I make like official just 10, when I kind of cut it down. But for now, I'm going to have her in there. Florence Pugh, Don't Worry, Darling. So there's a chance that at the end of the day of when I'm recording that an official trailer will have come out. And if it does, that's going to be real unfortunate because I'm timing this pretty poorly. However, I've heard good things about it. I think Olivia Wilde is a good director, at least after Booksmart. I'm interested to see this one. The stands are going to be unbelievable. I love Florence Pugh. Emma Stone, Poor Things. Her mind is being replaced with that of a baby. I just don't believe Yorgos Lanthimos, this movie, is in the vein of The Favorite. I think it'll be more weird, like Killing of a Sacred Deer or something like that. So I can't say I'm taking it that seriously for the Oscar stuff. If there is any chance for Poor Things, I think it would be an actress. Once again, prove me wrong. Jessica Chastain, The Good Nurse. The first movie I think that we'll see her in after she officially won her Oscar. I know 355 came out and everything, but after she officially won in March. I didn't even remember when the Oscars were. I don't know how big a role she'll even play in this, honestly, because it seems like a very just Eddie Redmayne vehicle, but you know, you kind of got to put the most recent Oscar winners next thing on your list here. So that's what I'm doing. Griselda Siciliani, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Once again, the co-star of Bardo in Iñárritu's new movie. So there you go. Boom. She's in. Just that basis alone you're in. Congratulations. That's tier 2. And lastly, in tier 2, Greta Gerwig for White Noise. I'm just going to echo the same sentiments I said with Adam Driver. Who knows about this movie? But Greta Gerwig is there. I think she is actually more respected as a filmmaker than actor now. At least, you know, with what's going on and with the Academy and everything, with Little Women and Lady Bird. But if this movie hits, she'll be in the conversation. It's just a matter of if the movie hits at all. And that'll do it. Remember to let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I love to read whatever you guys think, or where you disagree, or who I'm leaving out, or whatever. All in all, I'm excited for the next award slate to come. I can't wait. You think I get tired of talking about this? And in a way, I kind of do. But also, it is still very exciting. I just want to see Hugh Jackman in The Sun so bad, man. I need it so bad.